Hello everybody, welcome to my channel for a new tournament introduction video. I attended a tournament in Switzerland. It was a couple of years ago since the last team tournament in Switzerland. And this time it's the Hydra Club that organized a convention, meaning a mix of several games and tournaments all put all together in a big room, which was really nice. So yeah, a good feeling to be not too far away from home, be able to sleep at home and still have correct size, a mid-size team tournament. Couple of information. So they planned to play 3 games, but at the end they didn't manage to find enough people for Flames of War. But we had a 9th Age team tournament, a solo tournament of Warhammer 40k. For the 9th Age, it was team of 4, 4 games, not 5, which was a bit disappointment for me because I love to play as many games as possible when I book a weekend. But the idea was to be more chill, to have more time for the games and more time out of the game to discuss, and that was also really nice. So 4 games, 2 days, 3 hours 45 per round, which is it's a lot. It's a lot, to be honest. So it gives you enough time to finish the round, but then they were very harsh on penalties. If you give the score after 3 hours 45, basically, according to rule pack, it was a 0 in as a score. So better not be late. They put the cap at 50-30, which intrigued me a little bit. I had some experience by organizing myself some team tournament, team of 4, and we find out that a cap 50-30 is quite restrictive, meaning it's not a big incentive to go for the points. If you increase that to, for example, 55-25, was for us the right solution to still keep the teams close-ish together, but still give some incentive to go for higher points. In total, 12 teams subscribed for a total of 48 players. My list, so you know it, I apologize, I pasted here the old version of the list, but basically I just got rid of the standard of discipline and I put 3 musicians instead. The rest remained exactly the same as previous tournament, which was WTC. Here you have a picture of my list. I intended that first to play ID. That was also, I consider the fact it's a more relaxed tournament. It's a good occasion to bring my ID and try them out, but I didn't manage to paint them in time, first of all, and I didn't manage to find the list that suit me perfectly. So I was still in a process where I was debating between multiple lists and just wasn't ready. And I think overall, since I played already quite a lot of games with Ogre Khan and I had some ambition for this tournament, I think it was the right choice also to pick again Ogre Khan, where I have a lot of certainties and knowledge as well. My teammates, so we took a bit of inspiration from WTC. Basically, Louis took the Fred Umke's Dread Elf aggressive list. He tried that out in training, found that really good and wanted to try that out in tournament to see how it goes. Max took a similar list from VC, which also came out, I think, even shortly, maybe before WTC. I think I saw something similar from the Italian scene, maybe, but it's the Dutch Lion team that brought that out for WTC, and we found the list quite interesting, so he wanted to try that out. And also it was a good way for him to change a bit from his usual defensive VC list. He was a bit also frustrated by that and wanted to try out to play a bit more. And I found interesting the fact that on a team of 4 we have 2 very similar aggressive lists that could put a lot of pressure, especially if you click them together in answer to an army that be thrown, because it's like which one of those do you want? It's very much the same concept. Basically flying character and then additional threats. He has a bit more mobility on the early stages with vanguarding Varkolak, and he has some more threat. Number of threat I think is slightly higher. Even the Acolyte can play a role where they can be chaffed, they can charge stuff. They are very versatile. And then regarding range damage, in Louis' list, basically you have some auxiliary shots, where for the VC list we made a couple of changes, small changes, just to bring Master Evoc to have some more flexibility. The fact that General is safer in our point of view, and also a bit more flexibility, a bit more range damage, just to be able to apply a bit more pressure from distance. Also, we like the fact that we had access to the dance to be able to move even faster with some models. And then, last but not least, Shizu took the same list that he played at Bellum Lacum, which worked well. It's his own list that he fine-tuned during the last couple of months, and he was still very happy about the list, so no reason to change that. He wanted to bring that to this tournament again. Regarding the lineup, we had a good mix between some Italian-speaking team. We had 2 Italian-speaking team, the team QTL and the team Quattro Ruirechli. And then we had a French team. Basically, we had FBG, which were 3 French players, and Xavier, the Swiss ETC captain. We had a second, Les Gobelins Sans Frontières were the second French team that went from Alsace, came from Alsace. And the rest were Swiss team, basically. So good mix between different teams. Also us, we are split between 2 French players and from TRC and 2 Swiss players. So yeah, it's nice to see this also mix between teams sometimes. It also gives you an occasion to have interesting discussion about difference between countries on Saturday evening during the lunch. So that was also quite nice. Guys, thanks also for watching this intro video, and talk to you soon in the first battle report. Bye.